Hi guys, Reagan here. Hey, I wanted to do a quick training video for you today about sending out samples. Now I know that this seems like such a simple thing, but I do think that there's an art to it, and I want to share that with you. For me personally, I have had great success with sending samples to people. And so I want to share with you a little bit about the process that I go through for samples. So really, I have two different ways to share samples. I have a single slim sample, and then I have the 3-day trial packs that I send out. And depending on the contact that I've had with the person will determine which way, which option I choose. So I do post a lot in groups on Facebook where I'll just throw out a message that says, hey, Freebie Friday, sample it Saturday. And for people who respond to that, they are generally going to be my single sample people. And what I do when they respond is I always make sure that, first of all, they're not working with another ambassador. I think that is so very important. We do not want to step on the toes of another ambassador who's working their business. So if somebody responds to a general message about Freebie Friday, I always want to make sure that they're not working with somebody because I don't want to step on someone else's toes. So after I get that out of the way, then I put together my sample, and here's what it consists of. I have a single slim packet, double-sided taped to this slim card. And I think that these look really nice and professional. They have my contact information printed on there. On the back, they have information about the slim and suggestions for use. I did get these off of Etsy, but we do have them available in my Plexus print, so they are available for purchase there. I also include a triplex combo brochure. As you know, everybody should be on these 3 products, and we love them, and that's why it's our #1 combo, because everybody should be on these products. So I always include that in the single sample as well. And then if I have any ease packets, I'll include that as well as my business card. But here's the key that I think is so important to the samples is I always include a handwritten thank you note. And basically what it says is, hey, Maria, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share a sample of Plexus Slim with you. I'm so excited for you to try it. I will contact you in a couple of days to hear your feedback. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. So here's what this thank you card is doing, is it's showing them appreciation for you to share Plexus with them, but it is also establishing that you are going to be calling back. You want them to try the sample and you want to hear their feedback. So they don't take this packet and set it aside and 2 weeks later forget about it. They know you're going to be calling them. They know that you want to hear their feedback, and it just kind of establishes that you will be contacting them. Now, the key to that is obviously following up with them. And when I follow up with them, I'll simply say, I realize one sample isn't going to determine whether it's going to work for you or not. I would love to help you get started on a longer trial period, or work into the conversation, the 60-day money-back guarantee, and just start building that relationship with them, layering them, invite them to the virtual events. These people, every single person who I send one of these to, I always ask to participate in our virtual events. So I think it's a great way to generate further discussion. Then what I do, which is kind of fun, is when I am at the post office or getting ready to send out their sample the day that I'm sending out, I always take a selfie of me with their envelope, with their name, where they can see it. And then I send it to them in an instant message. Hey, yay, your sample's on its way. I can't wait for you to try it. And I'm getting them, the idea is that I'm getting them excited for them to receive the sample in the mail. And they get excited, like, yay, I've got something coming in the mail. So just those personal touches in making it more fun for them. Now, I have done a cost breakdown for you, and this sample, this single sample is going to cost you about $5 to send out. So when you're sending out samples, make sure, again, you're qualifying the person. Make sure it's not somebody that's going to be, flaky that you're never going to hear from again. You're wanting to build that relationship with you, but it does cost you about $5, and that includes the shipping. So, but if you get a customer, a regular customer, not only are you earning the percentage on your PV, if you get a preferred customer, you're going to get, $15 for cash for the preferred customer bonus. So it is a good investment if you're taking those steps to follow up and follow through. Okay, the next option is the 3-day trial pack. And the 3-day trial pack, I use these for people that I have a relationship with. Maybe it's a mom that I know from my kids' school. Maybe it's a coworker who I want them to try for a period of time. Or maybe it's somebody who I have been making a relationship with online, and I know that these products could work for them. I've built up a little bit of a relationship with them. I know what their needs are. I know what their health goals are, and I will send them this. This packet is going to cost you a little bit more, so you want to make sure that you're qualifying those customers, making sure that they're not working with another ambassador, make sure that they aren't going to, you're never going to hear from them again. Does that always happen? No, there's going to be people that you won't hear from. But for the most part, if you're laying the foundation, I think that for the most part, people will respond to you and give you feedback. So when I say packet, I literally mean a packet, and I want them to feel like it's Christmas when they get their mail from me. I don't want it to be just some boring little 3-day packet. I want them to be like excited. And so here is the packet that I send to them. It's in this cute little self-sticking cellophane bag, and I am going to go through what is in here with you individually. But again, this packet costs you a little bit more. So taking the time to follow up properly and making sure that you're making sure that they have sampled it. Okay, so in the packet, I have included a product catalog from Plexus. Now, everybody who gets a 3-day packet from me gets one of these catalogs. And the reason being is first of all, I think they're beautiful. I think the company does a fantastic job of putting the information together. There's lots of great information in here, but there's also a breakdown of the cost. So if somebody gets a 3-day packet and they're trying it, and they're going through, they're seeing that there's different purchasing options, and it starts to generate questions like, well, what is preferred? What is retail? What is wholesale? And so they're seeing that there's some options for them. So everybody always gets one of those product brochures. And then I include some printed materials. And the first thing that they're going to see is this welcome letter. And the first thing they see on the welcome letter is, this trial is not intended for you to lose weight with. So don't expect that that's going to happen. But it does tell them some of the things that they can expect. And it helps them, it gives them some information about how to take the trial pack for best use, increasing your water intake, all of those things that we want them to know. So that's the letter that they get with in their packet. They also get a information sheet about how Plexus Slim works, the science behind it. Guys, there are tons of people who want to know how it works. And I think this does an excellent job of describing it and the details. And it's a little bit long, but I think it's worth it. The next thing that they get is a purchasing options. They're going to get a sheet that explains to them some of the different options, retail versus preferred. Down at the bottom, where they can go, my website. Loved your trial pack, now want to start longer, visit my website, that kind of information. And then the last part under the wholesale is if they want to go that route, they need to visit, or they need to check out this sheet, which is a flow chart on joining the Plexus family. And this walks them through step by step on how to get started. It covers what the welcome packet is. It covers what the auto qualification is and why do they want to have it turned on. So it just is a really great graphic to help them through that process. And then what I also include is a slim brochure, a Mega X brochure. I love our triplex combo, include that. And then also this just a simple brochure. And the reason that I include so much information in the packet is, first of all, I love information. And I'm a learner myself, so I want to read all of that stuff. But I think it makes them excited. It sees that we've got stuff going on. We've got information. And then maybe if they're talking about it, then they can hand that brochure out to somebody else. I will tell you what I do with that. When I order my 3-day samples off of the back office, I will just all at one time lay everything out on the counter, and I just do an assembly line, and I gather up all of those things and I put them in that cellophane so that those packets are ready to go. I can ship them out right away when somebody wants them, or when I'm meeting with somebody, I have them available. So I'm not scrambling all the time to gather up that information. I have everything laid out. I've had Riley do those packets for me, and it helps. It gets the family involved. She's putting the packets together. She knows that what information goes in there, which order I want everything to go into. And then also with that one is, again, that handwritten thank you card. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share Plexus Slim with you. I'm so excited for you to try the product. I can't wait to hear what your feedback is. I'll call you in a couple of days, but in the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And then when I do that follow-up with them, I'll even say, here are some of the things that people notice after the 3 days. They've noticed increased energy. They noticed reduced sugar cravings, improved sleep. But I always say it's different for everybody. So I'm anxious to hear how it worked for you. Showing them that you really have an interest in learning about them and their experience. Because we all know, guys, this is about building relationships. And it's fun. It's sharing a product that you love and doing it, but also adding those personal touches to it, and not just like, here's your sample, try it, and then buy it. I don't think that that's an effective way. So if you have any questions about where I got my cards from, or where I got the cellophane, please ask. I'm happy to share all of that information with you. Also, I will put the printed materials in our group page so that you can have access to them, and you can modify them to have your own information on there. So your own website, your own ambassador ID, your name, all of that stuff. Those are completely customizable so that you personalized for your own stuff. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I'm so excited for you for this journey that we're on together. I, again, have had such great success with sending out samples, and I hope you do as well. Be well.